Hey everybody, welcome to Wheels Wednesday. We're taking out 6 more Hot Wheels or relatable type cars. I'm talking about die-cast metal cars here. So there are 6 Hot Wheels. I got most of these at the Dollar Tree, including that big thing right there. This was not $1.25. The little red sticker means you don't have a clue what you're going to be paying for this until you paid for it. $1.75. I was like, really? Honestly, I would normally not pay $1 for these because they don't look like much. They're light as heck. We'll get into it, but most of these were got at the Dollar Tree, except for this one. This one was already, sitting out because it is a last year model, so I thought I'd throw it in here. I tried to do these in themes, but I can never get enough of them at one time to make it worth my while and worth your while. So I want to get right into the truck first because it's something I don't have any of. I don't buy these. I didn't even know what the name of this thing was. There's no name on it. I still don't know. It's too new. It's actually a 2025. Spin Masters is the company right there. Spin Masters. There's no websites that give really clear indication of which cars are which. Now they'll say like this is the, I forgot, there's a monster truck that everybody's into, Gravedigger or something like that. This is clearly not Gravedigger. That thing is like neon green and black. But it does look cool, so I wanted to get it out, find out what the name of it is, because it's probably on the bottom, but there's too much interference with the plastic. That's the SKU number, but $1.75. That just seems exorbitant to me. And it's kind of small for $1.75. I thought maybe the wheels would be rubber. They're actually not. Oh, wow, this is weird. So the wheels move up and down, but there's no spring-loaded thing to them. So what? It kind of... All right, well, let's see what the purpose of that is. So let me see if there's a name on the bottom. It says 2024 on the bottom of it, and it gives a bunch of letters and no definitive name. So I still don't know what the name of this thing is. The tires are correctly put on because you got to have the V. Yeah, I was about to say, unless I got it backwards. The V guys to go this way on tires to make the water go to the side. All right. With the big old tires like that, it rolls well, but it also, the friction from just, maybe put it this way, you got to put more energy into it than you're getting out of it. See, it just kind of stops on its own because of the way these wheels, they're not really secure. You may think, what's the big deal? Well, when it goes one way like this, it's going to cause it. I don't understand why the wheels are like that. So if you collect these things, please give me some feedback. Like, what's the name of this thing? Okay, so the reason I got it is because it sparked my curiosity. I was thinking that looks like a robot arm, and it looks kind of like Tron looking, sort of, the gray with the, not so much blue, but just kind of the stripes going on, and it looks kind of Godzilla-y looking. I really don't know. It looks interesting. It looks very futuristic-y, like the futures of monster trucks. Now, compared to the other cars, it's actually a little bit scaled smaller. So when I was looking on there, there's like 170 scale, 164. This looks like it's a 170 scale. Now, the ones that are 164 scale are probably the $5 ones that you would get at Walmart. But $1.75 seems steep to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but there's no die cast on this at all except for the little metal rods. There's plastic, not even any windows. Yeah, it's just extremely light. I don't know, it's almost like they're making it for kids because you don't want to give die cast metal cars to kids. They would throw them at each other and kill each other. All right, speaking of not Hot Wheels, here's a Matchbox. Now, you're thinking, don't you have a Morgan Plus 4? I sure do, but it's in gray. This one's in blue, and it is pretty. It is the 81 out of 125 with the copyright 2024. I don't know how it works for these. And then there's also subcategories based on symbols somewhere. Like this one may be part of the city symbols. There's usually a symbol right here, but this one has Morgan right there for its actual thing. I tried to figure out the Matchbox code, and I can't seem to break the Matchbox code. But when you go to websites, it'll say this is part of the country people something. Anyway, there's information here. So if you can help me break the code, figure out the code. I don't know. All right, so let's get this blue one out. Now, this one is, again, gorgeous. It's got all the paint details. One of the things that I don't understand is why does Mattel do more, why do they do better things with their Matchbox than their own, license, original license vehicles? Like, they didn't start off with Matchbox. Matchbox was owned by, guess what? Matchbox. So now they're made by Mattel. This is a 2023 model. It's got a little Morgan right there. It's got paint on the back. My gosh, it's got so much detail. I love it. Plus, I like cars like this. They remind me of like 1920s, 1930s. high, rich people's cars from that time period. Looks really beautiful. Look at the front. The number 4 could have been left off in my personal opinion, but whatever. It's got a very high-pitched rolling sound, which I'm not really a big fan of. And it's also got seats, which makes me wonder if Polly Pocket could take a ride. I don't have any Polly Pockets, but I do have the little Borg from Star Trek. And he's currently riding in a slightly bigger car. So that's the Morgan. Guys, let me know which one you think so far is your favorite. Here is from something from last year, the 2024, new for 2024. This is the Porsche 911 Rallye. And that thing is going to keep rolling toward me because I am downhill, I guess, because I'm putting pressure on the thing. All right, this is from the 2021, and then it's changed over to 2024. It's white on the tips. That lets you know that it's 2024 without that information right there. Let's take it off the card. The bottom is clearly plastic. By the way, did I say that this was metal? We got all 3 layers, the clear metal, or the clear metal, yeah, I wish. The clear plastic, the interior, which is one color, and the bottom, there are 3 layers of plastic and your 1 layer of metal for those. There. So these are $1.25 and that's $1.75. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Bigger is not better. I just wanted to try one out. All right, anyway, back to this. So the top is clearly metal. I love the racing stripes. It reminds me of Herbie the Love Bug, sort of. We got 953 on this side, which is the Porsche number. Now it says 911. What am I thinking? There's a 953, I thought. I know there's a 944, I'm pretty sure, because I liked that back when I was in high school. I liked my car back in high school because it looked like a Porsche. All right, there is some detail on the front. There's even the symbol right there. No brake lights. So if he slams on his brakes, he can get sued because he didn't show the person behind him. It's a 2023 stamp because it's made for 2024 and it was 172 of 250. And it's from the Hot Wheels Turbo 505. So let's see how this one rolls. Not bad. It's a pretty good little roller. All right, here's the one that I just think is gorgeous. Now, Timmy Stin again just did this one the other day. I was like, oh, I love that blue. Hot Wheels Exotic 3 of 5. This is a 2025 190 out of 250. Gordon Murray Automotive T 550s. I don't know how to say that. T.50s. T caliber 50 caliber. Yeah, I don't know what exactly it is. Exotic supercars, always ready to race. Whew, look at the gorgeous color on this. I love it. I love it. I love that color. It's very close to my favorite color, which is turquoise and teal. I can't figure out which one's which, honestly. I like both of them because I can't tell. You can pick one because I can't tell them apart. I like the black. Now you can tell there's an interior inside, but you can't see it because of the tinting. But you can tell right there where there's some light coming through that there is definitely a dashboard. It's like some kind of weird piping design, like there's a center seat or something, but I can't quite see inside the seat. So if there's a seat on the left or right, I can't discern. It looks like almost like a seat in the middle. All right. GMA T50s 2024. So it's 2024. It's not a new for 2025. So it must have been a new for 2024 car. I think I did have it last year. But yeah, all around beautiful car. Nice and heavy. It's got the metal is the blue. And of course painted black on there. This black right here and this black are the plastic from the bottom. The plastic on the top, it's like they took the clear plastic and they roughed it up to make that look like 2 different layers, but it's actually 1 layer, and that's really cool. And then I'm guessing the interior is like graphite or whatever color that is, because it looks like it's attached to the same thing. So usually you could see remnants of the inside. Like this is probably the same as the windshield. So if they ever do a clear windshield, that'll probably be clear. All right, so that one is the prettiest one I've released so far. This, of course, you might be thinking, didn't we already do Crescendo this year? It was in blue. This is a recolor. They do 2 different colors of most cars. This is my favorite series, X Racers, and if there's a glow-in-the-dark series 2. This is 3 out of 10, so we did get one at the beginning of the year. I remember very clearly I was going, is it already next year? Because, like, no, this is the dark blue, which means this is number 37 out of 250 for 2025. And vehicles that clear bodies and wheels, plus super fast on the tracks. And 2024, so therefore it's in the first wave of the 2024 card, which is 2025. I'm saying too many numbers here. I'm about to go bonkers. All right, the bottom is metal, which is good because translucent metal hasn't been invented yet. Even though Scotty gave the formula to everybody back in 1984. Nah, well, transparent aluminum has just not become feasible for everybody to purchase, I guess. But I love the shape of this thing. I like how it's really stretchy and yet racy looking. And I bet the doors come up like this if it was a real car. I don't think this is a real car. I think it's like a concept car. So it's a Crescendo, not a Ford Crescendo, just a Crescendo. So that's what I'm saying. The gold with the green looks really good. The gold metal flake, you can see how it's shiny and shimmery. And then it's got that feature. So I don't know what it does exactly, except maybe it goes on the track. It doesn't even advertise that feature on there. I just remember it. Oh no, it does advertise it, special feature. I don't know which way I like it better. Okay, let's from the front. About the same. All right, and then here is something that's new that everybody's loving. There's two different colors so far. This is the RD06, no relation to R2D2 that I'm aware of. This is the Hot Wheels designed by 4 out of 5, but for 2025 it's number 105 out of 250. And the last one I think was black with green, like the metal part was, or the bigger part was black. It's your favorite Hot Wheels designers and their favorite teams. Now there's some kind of cartoon or game or something that everybody's like, not my generation, but I guess Generation Y or Soto. There's a guy out there that I talk to sometimes. He's like 20 some years old. So his generation, is that Generation Y? I don't know. I'm Generation X. I guess it may be Generation Z at this point. I have no clue. But he would probably tell you more. I don't know anything about it. I never saw any of the cartoons. I saw the 60s cartoons for this stuff. So actually the metal's on the bottom. I thought the green was the metal, but it's actually plastic. The green and the pink is very 80s neon looking, late 80s. We got into the neon during the late 80s. I mean, the G.I. Joes. I mean, neon camouflage. Are you kidding me? All right, so RD06. So there's some kind of thing behind it, something to do with the cartoon, I think. I don't know anything about it because I asked him about it because he was extremely hyper when he found it on his video. Ruben Soto, I think is your name. Sorry, I'm trying to remember too many things here. But we got the clear plastic right there, and there's a single seater in there. Now there was a line of cars back in the day that had little action figures with the bigger ones. I freaking love those. I put those with mask, my mask vehicles, because they were awesome. I still got the Shark, just the figure. I don't have the vehicles because I had to keep purging. One of the bad things about being a buyer is you got to give you a giver too. That is a nice roller. So out of all of these, including the monster truck, which one is your favorite? I'd like to hear in the comments below because, man, this would be a tough decision. They're all winners in my personal opinion. And the blue's not sticking forward because I like it better. It's just trying to roll toward me. I'm so big, I have my own gravitational field. All right, they're all beautiful, and you let me know which one is your favorite. Have a wonderful Wheels Wednesday.